Let's check out some of the offensive line stuff, some of the design. This is the second drive, Ravens' second drive. They do score on this drive. You can see Andrews in motion on this play. I believe this is 1st and 10. We're going to pick up, Ravens are going to pick up 6 or 7 on this play. I thought Pat Ricard really played well this game. You see him get fit up and drive here on the end man. This end man is going to kind of shuffle or surf the line here, and he picks him up, moves him. Really effectively getting a second man. But Meckari gets a clean climb, also does a great job on the second level here. Fitting up and then cutting off the backside. Get a double team obviously called here between the guard and center. Really, it turns out it isn't necessary. Powers does a great job getting his first foot or his second foot down quickly before he makes contact, and then 3 points of contact. He's going to drive this guy off the ball. Very physical left tackle here. This guy has, I think, kind of unorthodox caveman-esque qualities, but very physical. You see him grab, kind of attack the outside shoulder and just throw. He's going to cut this thing off just long enough. The motion by Andrews here does pull the linebackers. I think, I'm sure actually, the Ravens were hoping this guy was going to run with Mark, but the cornerback that's out on Sammy Watkins stays there, and Watkins has some space where he would have been open. This is a design call. They had a safety over the top. In any case, he stayed and covered the flat. So this guy ends up making the play as a consequence. 7 yards down the field. Watch that drive by Ricard. Watch the cutoff by Meckari. And the fit, 3 points of contact, push. Second and 3. Ravens are certainly showing that they're going to run this football. They're in 12 personnel, 2 tight ends and a back. The 2 wideouts are very tightly split. This is Watkins, and Ricard is the other wideout, and he's going to motion, cut something off backside. 85's got a tough block here. He's got to come over on this pull. Running counter with the tackle and guard on the left side pulling. He's got to come over and get this 5 tech. I think that's Chris Jones, I think. Andrews on this end is going to trap, or they're going to trap him with Powers here. Andrews is good at this, selling the block, kind of whiffing, leaving this guy out to dry. Powers cleans him up. Turns into a bit of a mosh pit here, and the back makes a nice read. He could be reading this backside pursuit, but I think he's reading the flow, this middle backer downhill. Devastating sort of down block on combination by Meckari, and watch him come off of that, clean up Bozeman's block, and cut off that backside. Yeah, just a big old mosh pit. Great read by the back. Bends that outside. It's probably designed right up in here, right up in here. And I'm impressed by how Bozeman and Meckari just fire off the ball. Watch that in full clip. Both of them right off the line. 1st and 10. This is the run pass option play that the Ravens ran. They are in 11 personnel. That means they have a tailback and a tight end. This in the person of Josh Oliver. The receivers, you've got one outside of Oliver boundary side. That's Mark Andrews. And then we've got Marquise in the slot to the field, and outside of him, I believe, is Sammy Watkins. This part of the line is going to affect a pass set. And we're gonna look at this as a stretch to the outside, or a stretch look to the outside. Lamar is clearly reading 54. 54 is in this hip alignment, 50 technique. I do believe that Marquise and he were really thinking that this was going to open up for them. The defensive back or the safety is about 18 yards off them. We'll see that. Note the left tackle, too, kind of swat the arms down. That football is going to go right here. That football is going to go right off the end's head, or right over the end's head if Lamar gets rid of it. This is a nice picture here, I think. Meckari had to come all the way out from the tackle position to get Chris Jones. Let's call him a very wide 5 or a 6. You see Andrews here in a wing formation. Again, Meckari quick off the ball. See him out of his set very quickly. Kind of a split look with the 89 mark coming across. Very tight splits for the wideouts. Nice blocking as far as this stretch look where they're going to push him to the sideline. He's going to make sure. Duvernay is going to make sure this is a seal. And then Watkins stays on him. Good job blocking. Then Duvernay is going to chase downfield. Very deep safeties on this look. Again, they're in 11 personnel. But again, the receivers are wide. Very tight split receivers. This back comes straight downhill right away into A gap. I like Bozeman too. Bozeman's very fast off the ball. And you can see him helping there with his left hand so there's no spike interior. Right here, kind of helping for the same reason to his opposite side. And watch him climb and shove that backer that's shooting downhill. And this guy makes a decision quickly. Back to Meckari. Meckari's got to get all the way out here on Chris Jones, no less. Sinks his hips. Watch him turn just enough. And this dude, 34, he gets downhill in a hurry. I thought he made pretty good decisions all game, save for one decision. And he splits that alley right there outside of Meckari. Watch it again. We can see clearly here that Pat is reading right along with Lamar. Watch Pat follow the end man on the line of scrimmage down here visually. Both of these guys chase, as well as this linebacker coming downhill. He knows Lamar is going to give here. Watch him plant his foot, get out, and get this defender. And the back does a good read here as well. Gets upfield in a hurry right off Pat's butt there. Again, they mentioned this on telecast. You do not know where they're going to hit you from where they're going to hit you. And this time we get, what is this? 3 plays later, you're seeing the guard and tackle to the right side in the form of Zeitler. Meckari pulling. Watch the read going, Ricard reading right along with Lamar there. Good blocking downfield by Mark. A lot of great stuff to watch in terms of the design and the offensive line. This is the touchdown. I guess it's a Duvernay touchdown. So it ends up being a really nice read by the tailback. He just tries to do too much. The first thing I'll say is Villanueva just kills it. Watch him attack, fire off the ball here and attack this 3 technique. Just mauls him with his shoulder. Absolutely moves him. And then climbs to the middle linebacker, engulfs him. Look at that hole. There's a bit of a little bit of confusion with the pull, or the timing's off a little bit. Pat and Kevin, this end is going to try to wrong arm and spill. That's what they're trying to do here. Pat goes out and gets the next man outside, and this guy reads it and busts it through this gaping hole. You see Watkins here. Really nice block. You can't see it from this perspective, but he sort of combos this defender with Duvernay and ends up sort of juking him and turning him out of the play. So he's a big part of this alley here. You also see a read going on very, very subtly here by Lamar, right? See the eyes here watching these outside defenders, or backside defenders, I should say. Watch how that just pulls, keeps this guy in place, pulls the safety down away from the actual run. And this is a very good read, I think, following his fullback here, foot in the ground, upfield, big old devastating block there. Zeitler does a good job on the wrong arm, kind of turning with him, sealing him out. Just really, really nice. What do we got going on there? Powers. Same thing with Powers. Good turn. And Bozeman. Yeah, just really, really good blocking. Good read by the back off his fullback. And then trying to do too much at the end. And Duvernay comes through big time here. Let's watch it straight through one more time. I think Watkins was pretty darn pleased with himself, as he should be. I don't know if we'll see this at the end of the play. It's good to see him out there blocking. There he is. Yep. Big part of that hole right there.